I'm not saying that you guys have to be in the same relationship in order to you guys don't have to be in the same religion. You guys have to be in the same religion in order to have a successful relationship, but you guys have to have a very similar base. And yeah, it was so really religion is really important. That's what made the other relationship, my past relationship, a little stressful, to not understanding each other and having unrealistic goals. I would say is really hard too. You have to be realistic. And yeah, I think misunderstanding was the hardest. Like, I would try to say something and say how I feel, and then the other person would respond a way that I wouldn't want them to respond, or in an unexpected way, because I'm a very straightforward person. So when I feel like there's something wrong in the relationship, or something is stressing me out in a relationship, I tell them. And like, I don't, yeah, and like not right away, but I expect them to change. Eventually, if something that's bothering me about them is negative, so like eventually, slowly, I expect them to change. But like, when the person denies their mistakes, or when a person is, yeah, I guess it comes down to pride. Being prideful is really hard, I guess. And yeah, pride, I guess. Yeah, I guess it depends on the person, guys, but for me, I can't really handle prideful people, because it just, I don't know, I just don't, it's just my personality, I guess. I can't really handle them. Yeah, that's what it was. Being understood, not being understood was the hardest. Next question says, what's your blood type? My blood type is A. Have you ever self-hated yourself? Yes, I have. I think a lot of people do, like, especially when they're going through their high school days and like puberty days, like when you're like from 14 to age 16, 17, something like that. So if you guys are feeling like self-hated, just know that you guys aren't alone, and you guys have to open up and talk to people about it. But yeah, I definitely did, especially when I was going through my anorexic phase. So, oh my god, you guys have no idea how many times I tried to commit suicide and epically failed. Thank god I failed, but yeah. Next question says, how many kids do you want? As many as you have siblings? Actually, if I could choose, I want a lot of kids, but only if I'm financially stable. And if I could choose, maybe I want like 4 of my own kids and adopt maybe 3 or 4. Adopt many kids, yeah, as much as I could afford. You have become prettier. Have you been exercising a lot? Oh, that's really sweet, because actually it's the complete opposite lately, because I'm sick and everything too, and just because of all the stress, I haven't been able to exercise much. But yeah, thanks. I thought the complete opposite. But thank you. Okay, next question says, share us with your, okay, I'll make this the last question because I feel like the vlog is getting really long. Share us your happiest moment you had with your best friends. With my best friends, my best friend is Danielle from US. So what's my favorite memory with her? I guess just like everyday stuff. There isn't really like one day that it's like it makes everything good. I guess, for example, my most memorable time with Danielle is after we're done with volleyball practice, we would get on the bus, and because we're so cheap, we didn't have any snacks to eat, right? So every day I would bring like ramen, like instant ramen from home, and we would crush it and put the powder, and we would like secretly eat it, and we enjoyed it so much, and we would like secretly eat it listening to like K-pop and stuff. And then one time, like, this guy, he suddenly came to us and he's like, what are you guys eating? And we felt so embarrassed for eating the instant noodles. So we just hid it and we're like, nothing. And he's like, no, seriously, what are you guys eating? And he was like genuinely curious. And I was like, we're like, nothing, just go away. He's like, no, I want some. And we're like, are you sure? And then we gave him some noodles, and he's like, it's so good. And then it became like a little thing. That would be my best memory. Oh, I miss Danielle so much. And 2, what are the best memories you had with your meet and greet at a different country? Well, 2 meet and greets I had. Both of them were so memorable because I love it when like the people that come to the meet and greet are like the people that I would hang out with on a daily basis, and then everything becomes history from then. It just becomes so fun, and it's like, oh my god, it's so fun. It's just so much fun meeting you guys and just hanging out with like a whole bunch of people the entire day. Oh my god. It's just so much fun. And next, are you okay with dating a guy that likes you? What is that supposed to mean? Of course I'm okay with it. Hopefully I'll start liking him back, but if I don't, then maybe we could like date, maybe go on a couple dates, but not in a relationship if it doesn't work out. What are the expectations of a guy that you are willing to date? Expectations. I don't really have concrete expectations, but through experience, I think I prefer dating people with like a more liberal way of thinking. Like, I think Americans maybe, only because I feel like they understand me most, because, yeah, like, similar upbringing, not necessarily American, but like more Eastern way of thinking, I would say, because, yeah, I feel like in Asian tradition, in Asia there's a lot of tradition, and people, like, this is just talking through my experience, so correct me if I'm wrong, but people who are born and raised in like a more towards Asian country tends, like in a Western country, tends to be in an Asian country tends to be more narrow-minded than people from like Western countries. Yeah. So yeah, Western country. Yeah, sorry. So people born and like raised in Asian countries tend to be more narrow-minded than Americans or like Europeans. I'm not sure about Europeans because I haven't met enough of them, but yeah, tends to be more narrow-minded than Americans. So yeah, and sometimes the narrow-mindedness makes me really upset. So I prefer dating maybe Americans, I guess. One more question. Says, what made you want to travel? Also, what have you learned from this experience? What made me want to travel is because at first I thought I was traveling to escape home, to escape reality, but then I realized if I don't travel, basically, this is just my way of thinking, so you guys don't have to think of it this way, but my way of thinking is, if you guys don't travel and learn different cultures and, yeah, learn about the world, the great world we live in, I think instead of you escaping your life, like you trying to run away from reality, I think you're letting reality escape yourself, like you're letting life escape you if you don't travel, I think, because through traveling I learned so much about different cultures, about the different like languages, obviously different people, and just, yeah, you learn so much through traveling, and it's an experience that no one could give to you, kind of, like, it's not something that you could get that easily, and I'm just so grateful that I've been able to do it recently. So yeah, that's why I travel, because I think it's really great for my soul and everything. So yeah, this video ended up being in 2 parts because part 1 ended up being too long, but nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to add more questions at the bottom, and yeah, I'm really glad some of you guys are actually enjoying this kind of video. So yeah, don't forget to add more questions, and I'll try to answer as much as I can, guys. So yep, I'll see you guys later. Bye guys, gonna get packing now. Hacha.